in. Let me move back over here so I can show you guys my view. That's my view, by the way. That's my view. I'm not gonna make this too long of a live because I just wanted to come on and see who's here, who's popping, find out guys how your week is going, and also obviously give you guys some motivation, right, to get you through the week. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing about motivation, right? You guys got to understand that you actually only have one life, right? And I try to live my life to the best of my ability, trying to recognize that the things that I want to do when I'm 60, I want to do them at 60 because I can only do those things at 60. But the things I can only do in my 20s, I want to do those things in my 20s. Then I really think deeply about the things that I try to do. And what that really means is traveling has to, it makes sense when you're physically able to travel, right? Now you have more money when you're older, presumptively, but your body isn't able to go as far. So then I want my body to be able to go as far. And so as young as possible as I can travel, that's what I want to do. But I also want kids. So then, that's what your 30s and 40s are for. You need to start having kids, right? 30s, 40s, so that you actually have enough time to, watch your kids grow up and you're healthy enough when they need you to be healthy, right? You need to be active with your kid. You don't want to be the one father or the one mother at the basketball game that, is like walking with a cane. You don't want to be that person. You want to be the person that's be able to cheer and lift them up if they score a goal. You don't want to be that guy. Cool, cool. But the reverse is also true, right? You get smarter as you get older. Your business decisions get better. So then it's very possible that I will make a lot of money. It's not even possible. It is a guarantee that in my life I'll make a lot of money. But do I have to make a lot of money now to sacrifice my 20s and 30s? Or would I rather sacrifice my 50s and 60s? You understand what I'm saying? By that time, for example, my kids are in their teenage years, right? They are in their 20s, right? Now I can focus more on business because that becomes now my entire focus, my entire reason for living. And I can work because I genuinely love to. And that doesn't mean I'm working 6, 7 hours a day. Or sorry, that doesn't mean I'm working 10, 12 hours a day, but I'm actually working on things that interest me. For example, did you know that 90% of Warren Buffett's wealth came after he was 50? Why do you think that is? Because compound effect, right? So then imagine, and I think he's like what, 93 now, 94? It's like if you think about the way money works, if you just have a long horizon and don't try to get there by the time that you're 30, you will make freaking a huge ton of money. But you just have to be patient. And then in the patience, what you actually have to do is find things to do besides just money. Is that yes, you focus on your family, yes, you travel the world, yes, you find love, yes, you work on your body, etc. But that's what patience is, right? And Alex Hormozy actually talks about this too, which I like his definition. It's like you do actually have to just have decades of a horizon. You can't be only thinking about 2 or 3 months or weeks or even years. 2 years is not really a long time for anything to take off. Yes, a lot can happen in 2 years, but before those 2 years, you probably put in a decade to get to those 2 years. You see what I'm saying? And so then what you're looking at right now is someone who is thinking about where they're going to be when they're 55. And now hopefully you're thinking about that as you're going through your day too. That you're not just thinking that right now is temporary, but you're thinking about, okay, am I making the moves that's going to change my life in a decade? Is what I'm going to do today worth it for where I want to be when I'm 50, where I want to be when I'm 40, where I want to be when I'm 35, when I'm 30? You understand what I'm saying? And I hope it's not going over your head how profound that is. But if you change the question that you ask yourself in the morning, which is not, this is on my to do list, but is this going to change my life in a decade? I think it will shift your paradigm on what things are important. And then some things you will let burn because they're not important to where you want to be in a decade. You understand what I'm saying? Hopefully that is motivating because I'm hungry.